Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're having a really good week. I'm continuing with my Pink discography journey, and we've made it to her fourth studio album from 2006, 14 years ago, called I'm Not Dead. Now, there are a few songs on this album that I remember all too well. Songs like Stupid Girls, track number 2, Who Knew, and track number 9, You and Your Hand, bring back such fond memories. I remember listening to those songs continuously, all the time, over and over again. And I do recall hearing track number 5, Dear Mr. President, featuring the Indigo Girls, on the radio. I remember hearing that song all the time on the radio. People were always requesting it. So those are the tracks I have heard already. All the other tracks are brand new to me. There are 16 tracks on the album. It's 1 hour and 2 minutes. One thing I've come to realize about Pink's albums is that they're always quite long. They're always at least 15 tracks, which in my opinion that's long for a pop album in my opinion. But I'm not complaining because I'm really enjoying this Pink discography journey, and I've enjoyed all 3 of her albums so far, the first 3 albums that she's released in her discography. So I imagine I'm gonna love this album as well. I'm hoping. We did kick off this video with track number 1, Stupid Girls, and every time I hear this song, I can't help but think of the music video. The music video is so hilarious. It's so much fun to watch. I remember Pink saying in an interview, or I remember reading somewhere, that she was spoofing the popular female socialites of the time. People like Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie. She was also spoofing, I believe, Jessica Simpson and Lindsay Lohan. Those were the popular girls at the time, and I love the music video for this song, and it's such an empowerment song as well. You know, girls, why aren't they using their brains instead of their looks? You know, the female president, where is the next female president? She's dancing in the video next to 50 Cent. I love the lyrics in this song. Oddly enough, I've actually never read the lyrics to this song before, and now it makes a bit more sense. I especially love the line that guy will call me back, porno paparazzi girls, I don't want to be a stupid girl. Go to Fred Siegel, you'll find them there, laughing loud so all the little people stare, looking for a daddy to pay for their champagne, dropping names. I'm so glad that I'll never fit in, that will never be me, outcasts and girls with ambition, that's what I want to see. Pink was never one of those girls. Pink was never, you know, the Jessica Simpsons and the Britney Spears and the Paris Hiltons of the time. She wasn't like those other Hollywood girls acting all stupid and dumb to get attention. Pink was never one of those girls. And reading this song, it does seem like Pink values intelligence over looks. She does value people, whether you're a man or a woman. She does value your intelligence and your smarts over the fact that you're just gorgeous to look at. You can be gorgeous to look at, but if it's empty in the inside, then she can't help you. So now we will move on to track number 2, Who Knew? Alrighty, and that was track number 2, Who Knew, and this song just takes me back. I remember listening to it all the time. The lyrics are simply powerful, and just like Stupid Girls, I've never actually sat down and read the lyrics before, and this song is so much more powerful when you read the lyrics. If someone said 3 years from now you'd be long gone, I'd stand up and punch them out, 'cause they're all wrong. That last kiss I'll cherish until we meet again, and time makes it harder, I wish I could remember. This song is so heartbreaking and tragic, but it's also optimistic because she does say until we meet again. So there is that optimism where she's saying, you'll visit me in my sleep, we might be separated now, but we will meet again eventually. I am assuming that this song is about someone who passed on. She is singing about this person visiting her in her sleep. And it seems like it was unexpected because she also says, if someone said 3 years from now, you'd be long gone, I'd stand up and punch them out. So It was unexpected. She had no idea. She thought she had a lot more time with this person. Great ballad, and this is definitely one of my favorite Pink songs of all time. So now let's move on to track number 3, A Long Way to Happy.
Trying to go to sleep, waking up to innocence, say hello to hesitance. Long time to last, gonna take a lot to hold on. This girl be happy. All the sleepless nights, and we're tearing me apart. It's gonna be a long way to happy. It's gonna be a long way to happy.
Alrighty, and that was track number 3, A Long Way to Happy. Just like track number 2, Who Knew? This is another emotional song. It's almost painful for Pink to sing. I can hear the emotion in her voice. It's also a very rock-oriented song. I love my rock and roll Pink. And in the song, she is saying, "One night to you lasted 6 weeks for me, just a bitter little pill now." That's the impression I'm getting from the song when she sings it. She just sounds very bitter and upset. It's gonna take a lot to hold on. It's gonna be a long way to happy. She also brings up her childhood, left my childhood behind in a rollaway bed. Everything was so damn simple. Now I'm losing my mind. So she is extremely frustrated because of this person. They broke her and they left her in pieces, and it's just really tragic. I did like the song more so for the production and the lyrics and her voice. She sounded great in this song. So now let's move on to track number 4, Nobody Knows.
Nobody knows, nobody knows. And I lost my way back home. And nobody knows.
Already, and that was track number 4, Nobody Knows. And this is a sad album. It's getting me emotional. And reading the lyrics once again, I mean, she's saying, "Nobody knows but me that I sometimes cry. I pretend that I'm asleep, but I'm actually crying. My tears start to fall. I peek out from behind these walls. I think nobody knows." So nobody knows what she's actually feeling and going through, and nobody cares. She says here, nobody cares. It's win or lose, not how you play the game. And the road to darkness has a way of always knowing my name. So far, listening to this album, she doesn't seem to be in the most positive mindset. She does seem to be going through a lot right now at this time in her life. A lot of bitterness, and maybe she feels alone. Maybe she feels secluded. Nobody knows what she's actually going through because nobody cares. She silently cried and she's bitter and frustrated. She clearly isn't happy on this album. Just like track number 3 implies, long way to happy. So it's gonna take a long way, I suppose, for her to be happy again, which is quite tragic. So now we will move on to track number 5, Dear Mr. President, featuring Indigo Girls.
Dear Mr. President, come take a walk with me. What do you feel when you see all the homeless on the street? How do you sleep while the rest of us cry? How do you dream when a mother has no chance to say goodbye? And tell me why. Were you a lonely boy? Were you a lonely boy? And what kind of father might hate his own daughter if she were gay? You don't know nothing but hard work, hard work. Dear Mr. President, you'd never take a walk with me.
Already, and that was track number 5, Dear Mr. President. And I remember hearing this song all the time when I was a teenager back in 2006. So many people were requesting it on the radio, and I just love the lyrics. This song is about George W. Bush, who was president of the United States back in 2006. The song is essentially criticizing and bringing to light all of the flaws of the Bush administration and everything that was being done wrong back then in 2006. And she's saying you know nothing about hard work when there are people sleeping in cardboard boxes and working on minimum wage with a baby on the way, and a mother having to say goodbye to her child. How do you dream when a mother has no chance to say goodbye? And she's also talking about gay rights when she says, what kind of father might hate his own daughter if she was gay? And what kind of father would take his own daughter's rights away? And she's also saying, we're not dumb and we're not blind. We're not blind. So you can say what you want, you can spew whatever lies you want, but we're not fucking stupid. We are not gonna take your bullshit. This is a very powerful song lyrically, and I always enjoy listening to it. And I will say, the song is very relatable even today in 2020, which is quite sad. It took a lot of courage and balls to release a song like this. Back in 2006, I mean, in 2020, today, I don't know if a pop star could or would. I mean, they could, but I don't know if they would put out a song like Dear Mr. President. I'm trying to think who would do it. I don't think anyone would. I mean, if a pop star was to put out a song like this, it would have been done already. You know, wink, wink, nod, nod. You know what I'm talking about. It's 2020. I don't need to tell you about the political landscape and who's in office right now. But if there was to be a song like this released by a pop star, I feel like it would have been done already. So congratulations to Pink for having the balls to put this song out. So now let's move on to track number 6, I'm Not Dead.
There's always cracks, a crack of sunlight, a crack in the mirror. I'm not dead, just floating. I'm not dead, just floating.
Alrighty, and that was track number 6, I'm Not Dead. This was another great song to listen to. I'm a little confused when it comes to the lyrics, just a little bit. There's always cracks, a crack of sunlight, a crack in the mirror on your lips. It's the morning of a sunset Friday. I go back if you ask me to. I'm not dead, just floating. But you always come back. I'm a winter flower underground, always thirsty for summer rain. And just like the changing seasons, I know you'll be back again. So I don't know if this is the same person she was singing about at the beginning of this album. This person perhaps coming back into her life. She's saying that this person is a crack of sunlight, that she is always changing. She's changing with the seasons. I'm a winter flower underground, always thirsty for summer rain. So this summer rain could be this person, just like the crack of sunlight is this person. You're my crack of sunlight. I'm not dead, just floating. And then she ends the song with saying, I'll find you, I will find you. I'm not dead, just floating. I'm not scared, just changing. You're my crack of sunlight. So does she want this person back because this person is a ray of light in her life? And she changes, everyone changes, and I don't know. I mean, this does sound like a typical relationship. You know, a lot of people fall out of love and fall out of relationships, but they take some time away, take some time for themselves, and they change and they grow and they end up thinking about this person again. They perhaps go back to that person. Love is so complex and confusing. And though this journey is over, I go back if you ask me to. So the relationship is over, this journey is over, but she go back if this person asked her to go back, which is interesting because initially at the beginning of this record, she was talking about how bitter she was and how shitty this person made her feel. So Love is just crazy. And once again, I don't know if this is the same person she was singing about at the beginning of the song. I'm just assuming. I'm just kind of interpreting the lyrics the best I can here. So now let's move on to track number 7, Cause I Can. Ice cream, we all want ice cream. Yes, this song was so much fun to listen to. It's a most needed change up from all the sad, somber songs, which I enjoyed. I really enjoyed, but it was time to finally change things up. Thank you. I desperately needed that. A lot of fun, and she is the rebellious bad girl in this song. I live a life of sin, but it's alright. I don't give a damn. I don't play your rules. I make my own. Tonight, I'll do what I want. Tonight, Pink is going to do whatever she wants. She doesn't give a fuck. I'm back again. I know you all missed me. I'm so sick. Can't handle it. Yeah, I talk shit. Just deal with it. Just fucking deal with it. I also like how Max Martin was a co-writer on some of these songs. And for those of you who don't know who Max Martin is, I mean, look him up. He has written and co-written some of the greatest pop songs of the 90s and 2000s and 2010s too. I mean, he is a great songwriter, catchy as hell, all his songs, just really great. So now let's move on to track number 8, Leave Me Alone, I'm Lonely. Alrighty, and that was track number 8, Leave Me Alone, I'm Lonely. I mean, you saw for yourself how much fun I was having to that song. Very high energy, it's catchy as hell, and it's just a great pop song. It's a great change up, just like Cause I Can. It's a great change up from all the slower ballads I've been listening to on this album so far. And I really enjoyed it. She's saying, go away, give me a chance to miss you, say goodbye, it'll make me want to kiss you. I love you so much more when you're not here, watching all the bad shows, drinking all of my beer. So she wants this person to give her some space, leave me alone. I don't believe Adam and Eve spent every goddamn day together. If you give me some room, there will be room enough for two. So give me some room, give me my private space. We don't need to be together every second of every day. And I'm kind of like that too in a relationship. I do like my alone time. I am a very creative person, so there are times where I just need my alone time to just think and just listen to music and be by myself. And I can't be around people 24/7 every single second. So I could never date someone who was overly clingy and had to be around me 24/7 or messaging me every single day, every single hour. What are you doing? How are you doing? It's like, just leave me alone. I'm okay. I just need my space. But at the same time, though she wants her space, she is saying, I don't want to wake up with another, but I don't want to always wake up with you either. So she doesn't want to be with someone else. She likes this person. She may even love this person, but she doesn't want to wake up every morning with this person. She needs her alone time. No, you can't hop into my shower. All I ask for is 1 fucking hour. You taste so sweet, but I can't eat the same thing every day. So not only is she wanting her space, she perhaps wants to hook up with other people. She doesn't want the same fruit every single time, if you know what I mean. She wants to change it up. So I'm also thinking not only does she want her alone time, she doesn't want to be around this person all the time. She wants variety. She doesn't want to have sex with this person every single time. Leave me alone. I'm tired. I don't want to have sex with you every single day, every single time. So now let's move on to track number 9, You and Your Hand.
Check it out, going out on a late night. Looking tight, feeling nice, it's a cockfight. Just you and your hand tonight. Midnight, I'm drunk, I don't give a fuck. You can say what you want to your boyfriend. In the corner with your boys, you better fight back. Get the girl that just walked in, but she thinks you suck. But you're going home alone, aren't you? 'Cause I'm not here for your entertainment. I'm not here for your entertainment. You really wanna mess with me tonight. Just you and your hand tonight.
Alrighty, and that was track number 9, You and Your Hand. And this song brings back fond memories of me jumping up and down on my bed. And I remember watching the music video to this song and loving it. And it's a great song. It's a great compliment to the previous song, track number 8, Leave Me Alone, I'm Lonely. She is talking about seeing guys at the bar and guys checking her out. But she's saying, I'm not here for your entertainment. She's drunk, they're drunk. Wanna dance by myself, guess you're out of luck. Don't touch, back up, I'm not the one, bye-bye. And it's just you and your hand tonight, buddy. So you're not going home with anyone. You're not going home with me. You're going home alone. So it's just you and your hand tonight, buddy. So now let's move on to track number 10, Run Away.
I've got my things back. All the freedom and faith to run away. Got to run away. You know what I want on Monday. I want you with me right away. Was it in you that made me run away? I was just trying to be myself. You go your way, I'll meet you in hell. Life don't make any sense to me.
Alrighty, and that was track number 10, Runaway. I feel like this song is pretty straightforward. She's saying, I've got my things packed, my favorite pillow, got my sleeping bag, climb out the window, all the pictures in the pain I left behind, she's running away, this life makes no sense to me. I could sing for change on a Paris street, be a red light dancer in New Orleans, I could start again, choose a family, I could change my name, come and go as I please. This isn't one of my favorite tracks on the album. I don't want to say it's my least favorite because it might not be. It's definitely at the bottom so far. I liked listening to it, but I just don't think it's as memorable as all the other tracks. It does sound a little bit like a filler track in my opinion. I don't know if this would be a song I'll go back to, but I do feel like it does fit in with the rest of the album and the theme of the album. So now let's move on to track number 11, The One That Got Away.
His words were like heaven in my hurricane. My knees buckled under, I thought everyone was watching me. There's always one that gets away. 2 weeks later, I was sitting in his apartment, he was making cappuccino. I said, what kind of man makes cappuccino? Oh, but my man, you're someone else's man, and that ain't the man that I want. There's always one that gets away. I wanna see your face.
Alrighty, and that was track number 11, The One That Got Away, and I love the acoustic feel to this song. It was so nice to listen to, and her voice, just, it was so intimate, and I really enjoyed reading the lyrics as well. It's like in track number 10, she ran away, and I can only imagine. I mean, I'm forming my own story in my head, but she ran away in track number 10, and in track number 11, she found this bar somewhere in the States, wherever she ran off to. And it's a Friday night or it's a Saturday night, and she grabbed a guitar and went to the bar. She's on the road, and she just started playing the song at this bar, and a crowd started to form, and she was just pouring her heart out. This random bar in some random state, in the middle of nowhere, in this small town. That's just kind of the story I formed in my head. 2 weeks later, I was sitting in his apartment. He was making cappuccino. I said, "What kind of man makes cappuccino?" We laughed, till tears ran down my face. So now let's move on to track number 12, I Got Money Now.
When I was a young buck, I tried to be like back. I tried so hard to be funny and nice. I tried so hard to be sugar and spice. 'Cause now I've got everything that I have ever wanted, or so it seems. I got money now. So now the girl with everything, how could she complain? And I'm so busy buying things and traveling the world. I don't have time for friends. I don't care what you say about me.
Okay, and that was track number 12, I Got Money Now. And this song is pretty straightforward. She's saying, when I was a young buck, I tried to be liked by everyone. I tried so hard to be funny and nice, but that got old quickly. And now she's not losing sleep at night. She has all this money. I've got money now. I don't care what you say about me anymore. So she's not trying to be well-liked. She doesn't care if everyone likes her or not. When I got a little older, I realized it's all lies. There is no prize. So now she's the girl with everything. She has money now. She doesn't need to be tucked in at night. And she doesn't have to have that validation anymore because she's got money. She can travel the world. She can go wherever she wants. She can buy whatever she wants. And I'm so busy buying things and traveling the world, I don't have time for friends or family. And that's fine with me. She doesn't mind being alone. She doesn't mind not having time for friends or family. This seems to be one of the themes of the album. Just wanting to be alone for just a couple minutes. She doesn't mind being by herself. She needs her alone time. It seems like she's going on a bit of a journey on this album, I feel like, just from going through all the songs and reading the lyrics. She seems to be going on this journey of just finding something. I don't know what it is, but she just wants to be alone for now. She wants to be around people. She wants to be in love with someone, but she also wants her alone time. So she's kind of traveling and she's hooking up with different people who are already in a relationship. She's experimenting with different things in her life. Just, I don't know if she's searching for something inside of her, or I don't know, but she just seems to be on some sort of journey. I don't know, maybe I'm reaching here, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but that's just the impression I'm getting from the album. Anyway, let's move on to track number 13, Conversations with My 13-Year-Old Self, main version.
Conversations with my 13-year-old self. You're angry, I know this. The world couldn't care less. Come over here and let me hold your hand and hug you, darling. Wish you
Alrighty, and that was track number 13, Conversations with My 13-Year-Old Self. This song also is pretty self-explanatory. She's saying how back when she was 13 years old, she was angry. The world couldn't care less. You're lonely, I feel this, and you wish you were the best. No teachers, no guidance, and you always walk alone. So it seemed like this goes back to what I said before, how she is feeling lonely on this album. She's feeling lonely. She wants her alone time. And maybe she's been alone her entire life. Maybe she's felt loneliness her entire life. Just from reading this song, I'm getting that impression. You're lonely, I feel this, and you walk alone. No one guided her. No one taught her. Nobody else is home. So no one is at home. She's alone. So that kind of breaks my heart. She's singing about being alone, wanting her alone time at this time in her life as a grown woman. And she was alone since the very beginning when she was a child. At least that's what I'm picking up from the song. And this is something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to sit down with my younger self. I've always wanted to have a conversation with myself at a younger age. It's, it's like the age-old question, what advice would you give to your younger self? And if I could have a conversation with my younger self, I would tell him that you might be confused right now. There is a lot happening, a lot of uncertainty. There are people yelling, there are people screaming, there are these strange people in your life, lawyers, and these grown adults talking about adult things, and you don't know what's happening in your life. Just know that it's going to get better. One day, it will make sense, and you will be happy, and you will be proud of the man that you will become. Even my 60-year-old self, I was going through a very dark time, and I wasn't very happy. And if I could talk to him right now, as a 30-year-old, I would say, you're gonna do good, you're gonna be okay, and you're gonna be happy one day. So don't worry about it. So now let's move on to track number 14, Fingers.
I'm alone now, staring at the ceiling. When you come, you slip into a dream. I let my fingers do the walking. It's late at night and you're fast asleep. And my fingers do the walking. Fingers do the walking.
Alrighty, and that was track number 14, Fingers. Do I need to explain this song? I don't. Or should I? She is... how do I word this? Let's just say she's having some fun with her fingers, if that makes sense. I bite my tongue because I want to scream. I'm almost there, and you turn and look at me. When it's late at night and you're fast asleep, I let my fingers do the walking. And it also seems like she's recording it. I press record, I become a fiend. Rewind and you will see. Well, enough said. So now let's move on to track number 15, Centerfold.
Pretty little paper doll, the one you couldn't quite control. Flip to me on the centerfold. I'm gonna charm you all night. Hey, join the centerfold. The fantasy you couldn't control. We're gonna go off, hold tight.
Alrighty, and that was track number 15, Centerfold, and I actually really enjoyed this song. She's talking about how she is the centerfold of a magazine, and this person is seeing her as the centerfold in the magazine. So he opens up the magazine, and there she is in all her glory. The magazine is in his bathroom, and when he flips it open, that's the closest to her that he will ever get. And what do guys do when they open a magazine and see a beautiful centerfold of a woman? I don't need to tell you, but she's kind of alluding to it in this song. Flip to me, I'm the centerfold, I'm gonna charm you all night, we're gonna go off, hold tight. So we have come to the end of the album, track number 16, I Have Seen the Rain, featuring James T. Moore.
This next song is called I Have Seen the Rain, and it was written by my daddy, Mr. Jim Moore. He wrote it back in Vietnam about 40 years ago, and I grew up singing it with him. It was my dad's first time in a recording studio, and he always said singers don't really have to work too hard, and he changed his mind that day. We hope you like it, and we dedicate it to all the vets out there. I have seen the rain. I have felt the pain. I don't know where I'm going. I don't even know where I've been. Spend my days just searching. Spend my nights in dreams. I have seen the rain. I've survived the pain. It's good to feel that way.
Alrighty, and that was the final track. I have seen the rain. What a pleasant surprise. Pig singing with her dad. Wow. That was amazing. It was so beautiful. And one of you did let me know in my Pig Misunderstood first listen video that her dad was in the Vietnam War, which I didn't know. So when I listened to the song on that album, My Vietnam, I didn't know that, and one of you guys let me know. It almost, my eyes started to well up a little bit. It was great to listen to. So that is that. That is all 16 tracks of I'm Not Dead, and this was just like all her other albums, her first 3 albums. This was a journey, and I feel like Pink went on a bit of a journey during this album from the beginning to the end of the record. I really enjoyed this album just as much as her other 3 albums, her first 3 albums, and that is one thing I love about Pink's discography is that each album is very consistent. Her whole discography so far has been very consistent songs and themes, and each album has been very solid, in my opinion. It's like reading her diary. These albums are so personal. You learn so much about this woman's life and everything she's gone through. And it's a lot of fun at times as well when you hear the rebellious side of Pig and the badass side and the rocker chick and I don't give a shit attitude, go fuck yourself attitude. But she also has that very tender and emotional side. She has a very tough exterior. She has a very strong personality. She's very, like I said, she's very badass. She doesn't take any shit from anyone. But in the inside, she's a little bit of a softie and she has a lot to say and she just speaks her mind, and that's why I love Pink. She just speaks her mind. She speaks her truth. She's so versatile and she has so much range, and she has so much variety on her albums. She can do one thing, but she can do something else, and she's just great to listen to every single time. So what did you guys think of the album? Where does this album rank on your Pink discography list? What are your favorite songs? I liked this entire album. Of course, there are songs I prefer over others. I don't feel like there was a lot of filler on this album. It is 16 tracks, so I feel like it's only natural you're gonna come across a couple songs that sound like filler. And there were a couple songs I didn't really care for. There were a couple songs I was a little indifferent to. But as a whole, I really enjoyed the album. I'm always excited to see where Pink goes next in her life, in her journey, in her discography. So in my next Pink video, we'll be moving on to her next album, which is Funhouse from 2008. This will be a lot of fun. I'm thinking it's going to be fun to listen to. I mean, look at that album artwork. So I think that's all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching, guys. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. You can message me. You can tell me other artists I should check out. Moment to any artists from any decade. You can find me on Apple Music. You can check out my playlist, so on and so forth. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.